V, A, and again I, V, A, and again I, V, A, and again Ivan the Inspector!
Hi friends, Ivan the Inspector here, and today we're going to be inspecting chainsaws! Won't you come along and learn with me? Look at this! We've got a chainsaw! This is a Stihl chainsaw. It's the MS-180C. That's a lot of letters and numbers, super exciting. So we have a job today, kiddos. We are going to cut down a tree that fell down. We're going to use a chainsaw and a four-wheeler and a trailer. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. All right, let's start by checking out this chainsaw. Look at it. It's so cool. Hey, what colors do you see on this chainsaw? We've got orange, good. We've got black, and we've got some white. Hey, great job. So many cool colors on this chainsaw. Now, before we touch this chainsaw, very important, chainsaws are super dangerous. Only adults or trained professionals should be touching these. So never get near a chainsaw, but we are gonna check it out today. We've got so many different parts to look at. So look at this, we've got this cover. Let's take this off. Whoa, look at that. This right here is called the bar. And then here we've got the chain. If you look close to these, we got little teeth. Isn't that cool? So the chainsaw, once we start it, this chain is gonna spin around. These teeth are gonna grab the wood and it's gonna cut it up. That's so cool. But look at this, it looks like our chain is a little loose. Do you see that? We wanna tighten that up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this open, loosen this a little bit, and then we're gonna tighten it with this right there. Oh, that's looking much better. All right, tighten it like that. Cool, that's looking good. All right, let's see what else we have on this. We've got a handle. This is how we're gonna hold it. That's good. And then, oh, look at this. This one's pretty cool. This right here is called the choke. So we're gonna flip that when we wanna turn it. Get out of here, mosquito. Flip that when we wanna turn it on. Here we've got the pull cord. Oh, that's so cool. We're gonna pull it. And then, oh, look at this. We've got these two different tanks here. So this right here is for the gas, and then this right here is for the lubricant, the chain lubricant. So let's see if we can put some in. Let's open that up. Oh my goodness, look in there. You can kind of see there's some gas in there. That's so cool. All right, so we're gonna take this, fill it all the way to the top. There we go. This is some special fuel plus oil that we use for chainsaws. All right, let's do this like that. Wrap it up. Get out of here, mosquitoes. Wrap that up and oh, here we go. Let me get this right here. You know what? I think that thing is stuck, but I did put some lubricant on it yesterday, so I think it will be just fine. All right, so before we get started cutting, we need a couple of safety items. This is very important. First off, we have safety glasses. Look at that. That's gonna protect our eyes in case like a wood chip or something comes flying up. We don't want it hitting our eyes. Got to be very, very careful of your eyes. Next up, we've got gloves. Look at this. Some nice safety gloves. Cover this up like that. There we go. That'll protect our hands, right? And then we've got earplugs. Look at that. That's so cool. I should have put these on before my gloves, but we'll see if we can figure this out. All right, let's toss those on there. So you can see these are what colors? Got pink and yellow. That's right, pink and yellow. So we're gonna take these, we're gonna kind of pinch them a little bit. We're gonna put them into our ears like that. Isn't that so cool? And it's gonna expand in my ears, which sounds scary, but it's not. We're gonna go like that. There we go. All right, that's gonna cover up my ears so that it doesn't get too loud. All right, you ready to go see the tree that we gotta cut up? Come on, let's go through the woods, through the woods. So kiddos, we had a big storm come through a little while ago, and there was some really big wind, and look at this. It knocked a tree down. Can you believe that? Look how big this tree is. It's so big and heavy, and you know what? We gotta move it out of the woods, right? Because my friend doesn't want this sitting in the woods. So I tried lifting it, or pushing it. It's way too heavy. So we've gotta use our handy dandy chainsaw to start cutting it up. So come on over here and let's see what we've got. All right, so here's the end of the tree. You can see we've got the big trunk, but we've also got all of these little leaves. So we have two different things we're gonna cut and haul away, okay? First, we're gonna cut all of the little branches off. It's gonna be called brush. We'll haul all that away, and then I think we'll chop up some logs and see if we can haul those away too, okay? All right, let's see. Look at this, we've got some pieces that have already fallen off. See, this is a great example of brush. It's got like a lot of leaves on it and little sticks. So we're gonna get a lot of that stuff. All right, I think we're ready to start up the chainsaw. What do you think? Here we go. I'm gonna put it on the ground and step on it there, pull the cord. And this will take a couple of times because it's a little cranky so early in the morning. It hasn't had its coffee yet, I suppose. Here we go, here we go. Oh, I even forgot to hit the choke. So silly, it was off. There we go. All right, whoop, whoop. So close, let's try it again, here we go. What a silly chainsaw. All right, here we go. I'm feeling good about this one. I'm feeling good about this one. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, chainsaw. You see how the chain isn't spinning? It's because we forgot the brake. You ready? Let's do this. Here. Pull it up. Whoa! Here we go. See if we can cut it down. Look at that! We cut down some brush! So cool. All right. Pull this out of the way a little bit. Let's see what else we can cut. Ooh, let's cut this down here. And this one. Wow! So cool. Look at all this brush. All right, here we go. Let's get further in here. Oh, got some more brush here. There's so much brush. All right, here we go. Oh, I think we can cut down this. This is called buckthorn. This is nasty, nasty weed here. Let's see if we can cut it down. Wow, look at that. All right, step on that now. Foraging through the forest. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's get this one down. You ready? Oh, some more brush. There we go. All right, pull some of this out a little bit. Awesome. And then let's see here. Let's hop under here. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this one. Are you ready for this? Let's see if we can get this one down. Woo-hoo-hoo, there it goes. All right, let's see if we can cut this branch off. Woo! Wow! All right, look at that. All right, let's see if we can get some more of these here. All right, let's see if we get this branch down. You ready for this? There we go. All right, small ones. Oh, so cool. All right, let's see this one. Oh, that was not even attached. Look at that. More brush. All right, got that chopped up. Let's see if we can get a couple more and then we're gonna haul them away. Ooh, here's an easy one. Wow, it's poking me, so silly. Such a silly stick. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can cut this one. Good job, and then maybe this one right here. All right, that's pretty good. Oh boy, look at this. This is a really, really big one. Let's see if we can cut this one down, okay? When we're cutting down these big branches, we gotta make sure that we're out of the way so that it doesn't fall on us, right? So we'll try cutting it from right here, and we'll watch it fall. You ready? Here we go. Did you see that one fall down? That was so cool. All right. Oh, that was so much fun cutting it down. We've got more cutting to do, but before we can cut down the big logs, we gotta haul some of this brush away. But hey, I have a really good idea. Before we do that, do you think we could take a dance break together? Come on, let's get up and dance with me. We're gonna do a chainsaw dance break. So you gotta go like this, like you're starting a chainsaw. You ready? Here we go. feel so much better after that dance break, don't you? Thank you so much for dancing with me. All right, so we cut down some brush. Our next step is we need to haul this brush away into what's called a brush pile. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. All right, so we gotta find some of these big branches to pull. Oh, that's a really, really big one. That one might be too big. Nope, that one's stuck. Okay, so we got this one. I like this one. This one looks good. Oh, this one looks good too. Oh, and this one right here. Look at us hauling some brush. All right, so here we go. Hauling this through. Isn't it so much fun to do yard work? Oh, I love it. Some physical activity. And oh, hey, look at this. We've got a big trailer. This trailer is called a flatbed trailer because the bed is flat. Look at that. What are the odds of that? Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna break this one down, make sure we can get it on here. All right, yep, that's looking good, looking good. All right, here, let's take some of our tools off. Ah, it's stuck. All right, here we go. We'll take some of that off. We'll put that right there. Perfect. All right, so we've got the brush loaded up on our trailer. And now we're just gonna push the trailer up the hill. Maybe it's a lift thing. No. You know what? I think it's a little too heavy to push. If only we had something to pull it. What kind of things do you think you could use to pull a trailer? There's got to be some. Oh, that's it. Oh, so silly, Ivan. Let's use our four-wheeler. That's a great idea. All right. So if you look on the back of this four-wheeler, we've got something right here. This is called a hitch. That's pretty cool, huh? Basically, we can connect this trailer to the four-wheeler. So watch this, ready? We'll lift it up. Oh, it's so heavy. And we'll put it on it like that. Perfect. And we got this little lock. Gonna step on it. Ah, there we go. Oh, that was awesome. All right, so we've got our trailer hooked up. Hop on the four-wheeler. Let's get it started. You ready? Oh, we're gonna go for a wild ride to the brush pile. You ready? Here we go. Woohoo! Whoa! Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. Woohoo! All right, looking good. Here we go. Around the corner. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, here we go into the woods. Got to be careful around this corner. And I got to cut down a couple of those trees. Here we go. Watch out for that tree. Woo-hoo-hoo. So close. All right, here we go, feeling good. Get this parked up nice and close. Awesome. Oh, look at that. We made it to the brush pile. Look at how big this thing is. It's like almost as tall as I am. There's so much brush. So we're gonna take our brush and we're gonna throw it onto the brush pile. We have this big pile and then maybe someday we'll have a big bonfire or something and then we can put everything onto a fire. Isn't that cool? All right, we're gonna take off this big trailer. Oh, because I've got a surprise for you. Did you know we have another trailer to use? Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. We've got the big trailer and now we're gonna go get the small trailer. Here we go. It's right over here. Zoom, all right. Back it up, beep, 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 beep. Awesome. So you know, kiddos, sometimes we use different tools for different things, right? It's the same thing with trailers. Sometimes it's better to have a small trailer. Now, let's see if we can get this thing hooked up. Wait a second. Look at this. It's different than the other trailer, isn't it? Oh, wow, look at this. Look closely here. We've got this thing right here. This is called a pin. Whoa, that's so cool. We got a pin and a couple of holes, but that's not gonna work with our ball hitch here. So let's see if we can find a tool to help us out. And oh, look at that. We've got a socket wrench. Oh, listen to that. This is gonna help us take off the ball hitch. So here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Yep, crank, 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 and look at that. Got the nut coming off. And oh, look at that. It came off exactly how I was hoping it would. So let's put this on like this. Crank it like that. Do. Perfect, that way we won't lose it all. Look at that, the ball hitch. All right, we'll toss this in our handy dandy storage compartment. So nice. There we go. All right, now we can take our trailer, take the pin out, see if we can line this up perfectly. So all the holes are lined up, and then we'll put that in. There's a little lock on the bottom. Look at that! That's so cool. We've got the little trailer hooked up. All right, let's see if we can go back to our tree. Here we go. Whee! Woohoo! Zoom. All right, we're gonna go down the hill. You ready? Whee! Oh, watch out for that branch. Wow! Isn't this so cool? All right, here we go. Watch out for that branch. Here we go, duck. Working hard. Here we go. Wow, isn't this so cool? All right, we're almost to the tree. Almost to the tree. Here we go. Ready? One more hill. Whee! Wow. Oh, what a fun ride that was. Wasn't it so cool? Now look over there. Do you see our tree? The one that fell down? It's easy to spot because look at that. It's got all those dead leaves on it. Wow, so cool. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can forage a trail up here. So the next part, boys and girls, we just got a bunch of brush, right? That was all the like little ones with the with all the leaves. Like, look at all this stuff, all that brush stuff, right? What we're gonna do now is we are gonna cut some of the logs, some of the bigger things. So let me go grab, oh, look at this, such a mess. Someone should clean this up, huh? Let me grab the chainsaw. All right, here is our chainsaw. Okay, so we gotta find some good logs to chop up. I'm thinking we should chop, how about right here? This is a good one. So we'll find something close to the ground, and look at this. These are really big, aren't they? So let's get this out of the way. All right, we gotta get this started. So let's see if we can pull, oh, gotta hit the choke there. Oh, look at that, we're good to go. All right, we'll chop off some brush first. There we go. We still got our gloves and our eyeglasses here and our ears in. Here we go. So I like to cut them. There we go. In about a foot length here. Because we don't want them to get too heavy, because after we cut them, we got to carry them. Perfect. So you got to watch out for your legs. Be very careful. Do you see all this sawdust going around? That's so cool. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, here we go. Hit the choke. All right, look at this. Look at that. We've got a bunch of these logs. You can see on the end, look at all those little pieces of wood that are still sticking up. That's from us cutting it up with the chainsaw. All right, so we got to grab a bunch of these. We'll see how many Ivan can carry with one hand here. Maybe we'll do an under the arm situation there. All right, here we go. Wow! Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can find a way to get to the, oh man, look at all of this. All of this brush, here we go. I gotta persevere. All right, watch out for thorns. Here we go. Oh, okay, we made it through with our logs. All right. Hey, do you think we could count how many logs we got? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look at that, we got 5 logs. All right, so we took our brush to the brush pile. Now we gotta take our logs to the log pile. Imagine that, so cool. Here we go. All right, short little ride. Can we make it up the hill? Here we go, up the hill. Whee! Whoa! All right, we'll go this way. Here we go. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Look at our apple trees are coming up. So exciting. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We made it to the the log pile. Do you see that? We've got so many different logs on there. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna take these and we're gonna toss them on the log pile. But I'm gonna show you one more cool thing that we are gonna do today, boys and girls. We are gonna use this. Look at this. Ugh. Excalibur. All right, let me see if I can pull that up. Oh yeah. Do you know what this is called, boys and girls? This is called an axe. Oh, I love axes, they're so cool. This is another thing that, boys and girls, you do not touch these. This is just for adults, right? Let's put it right here, and we're gonna use this to split the wood. So we'll see if we can get this right down the center here. You ready for this? Oh, look at that. Oh, we wedged it right down the middle and broke off a piece. Look at that, that's so cool. Let's do it again and see if we can get a little better of a cut. So you gotta split the wood, because I like to have campfires. Do you like campfires? They're so much fun. You can roast hot dogs or s'mores, stuff like that. But in order to do that, you need some logs. And to burn logs, you gotta break them off like that. Do you see that? So we got it broken off. That's gonna be perfect for a campfire. We got a little piece like that. I'll toss that on there and we can cut it later. Whew. I have so much work to do, but thank you for coming along and learning about chainsaws with me today. Wasn't it so much fun? If you'd like to check out more of my episodes, type in Ivan the Inspector. Bye!
I-V-A, and again, I-V-A, and again, I-V-A, and again, Ivan the Inspector!